You went to them with the sextants. For me personally, this is a depiction of as in my projection. Yeah. The way that the section works, they made it into a ball.
I'm using a bed to lean on. It's really smelling lovely right about now.
Very good.
This will be Jason that's here now. Jason is also streaming on his channel. Jason of the Disbury family. Is there on his channel? Oh, this is what I want to show everyone here. Here's one of them.
Okay.
Let's give everybody a gander. Shall we? Serious microphone, man. That's a serious mic. He's strapped and ready to go for that.
As long as you don't hurt yourself, that's amazing.
Sorry. Oops. I keep forgetting no one can hear me when it's on that side. So we're at the Isle of Wight. This is Newport, St James's Square, day 3. Too much, isn't it? Yeah, I know, I thought exactly the same. Too much. Well, there you go. Give you a leaflet there. There you go. Excellent. Let's see. Let's give these. Would you like a leaflet there? No, you okay? You know, right? Not even remotely interested. All right. Okay. Yeah. So we had lots of problems. The exhaust actually come off the van, the motorhome. I call it the van, the bus. But the exhaust came off. It was just a rusted clamp. So it wasn't too bad. It was just quick replacement, £1.60, and a bit of cream as well. So it was a £5.60 fix. So if we get problems like that, then yeah, bring it on. I don't mind them little problems. That's okay. So we've got Ian here with us. Hopefully we'll have Scott who'll pop in and say hello as well. We've got Roxanne. Bit of a surprise. So there she is. And she'll be live streaming as well, so check out her live stream.
I could be in a pub now.
Hi David. Yeah, I didn't realise, so you speak quite a lot with Ian. He's quite knowledgeable. We've had a great conversation. So we've spent a couple of hours with him at the moment. He's I first met him in Weymouth, so we've had. I thought he was amazing at talking to people, and you can see he's at it now. There, look at that, he's at it now. We'll go and see what he says in a minute. It's very windy here. It's really blowing a bit of a gale. I don't know if you can see the trees. So hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. I've got a big muffle on my mic, so should be able to hear me. We are tied in with, so we're tied into a few posts. Oh, let me give you a leaflet there. There you go. Excellent. It's a bit easy now. I've got the leaflet arrived. It's not. I've got what's it? The banners haven't arrived. The new banners, they still haven't arrived. Here he is. There's Scott. This is Scott. Give me a cuddle. Not a hug.
Oh, no snogs though.
Oh, it's great seeing you.
Good
All
to
okay?
see you. Yeah.
You okay? You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's all good.
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
I
it's
don't
been
know if you
busy.
remember Scott,
Hi, everyone.
Flame Ranger. So you've still got your channel open.
Oh, I've still got my channel open.
Do
yeah.
watch
It's
a
been
few
a
of
bit
his
dead for a while.
videos. His videos are amazing. He hasn't done any for a little while. He's
I've got plenty in the pipeline.
Have you?
No, I have.
Because you were doing a new equipment, you said.
I have. I've got a new prop. Yeah, but life's just been too busy around. So, but yeah, things have sort of changed, I guess, over the last couple of weeks. So I'm gonna have a bit more spare time. So hopefully I'll get back out.
But you've had life-changing things happening
Yeah.
to you all year long.
I just have to step aside for a little minute. So.
Yes.
But yeah, all's good. I've got plenty of ideas. So,
Have you?
Yeah.
Watch the space. You know. Yeah, no, it's you bet Ian.
I haven't met Ian.
You haven't?
No, I haven't met Ian.
Oh, I thought you had.
No, I see his face obviously. But, yeah, I have.
Because we did Weymouth with him.
Okay.
You didn't do Weymouth, did you? No. I think the last one was it Portsmouth?
Yeah.
That was actually a really good day. We had Ruben there.
Exactly that. It
Fantastic.
went really well.
Because he had what's it the hailer, didn't he? And he
did.
was screaming with the
Yeah, he
hailer,
did.
and it was fantastic. Ruben, we need you here today. You know.
Somebody else did a bit of that as well with it, didn't it? It was I forget her name. Is it Victoria did some? No, maybe not. No, it was Roxanne.
It was Roxanne did a little bit.
that was it.
Yeah. I would like to, but I feel as though my words don't want to come if I'm shouting it loud.
Yeah,
speaking
it's, I
loud.
think the sort of thing you get used to, just like when you first started to do this, if you know what I mean. Sort of get used to. But it does feel strange, that's for sure.
This is blowing a gale, and amazingly,
Staying up.
well, we're tied to the post, so we picked up a really, because I walked around to the other places. They looked okay, but there was nothing really to tie to.
No.
You know, and then when I seen that, I thought that's got to be it. You remember Lisa, do you, from Glastonbury? You might have seen her.
I've met you. Pleased to meet you anyway.
Yeah.
Scott.
See, Scott was he did the level across the sea, and at first you kind of think this could be the most boring show to watch, and then all of a sudden you start watching these people and their reactions, and then all of a sudden you start. It's it's captivating. It's addictive.
You watch sort of people going through the process, and
Yeah, I was unsure at first. I just thought, what's this all about? This is, but it was.
just about planting seeds.
Planting.
That was about all it was, and I think it sort of achieved that.
Yeah.
It was like entertainment at the same time.
We've got someone else. I think is it Stan? Is he meant to be coming? Do you know Stan?
Gav? Yes, it is. That's his
Stan.
name, I think. Yeah, go home as Gav.
Yeah. It'd be nice if he pops down.
Yeah. I did message him. So.
20 miles. Well, let's say you do 20 miles away. Call it science. 20 miles. If you're looking at something 20 miles away, you should be able to see it. It's 270 feet below the curve of the road. Oh, you can still see it. So I've got the So excellent.
That's good. Because I've not got much go today. That's for sure.
No, yeah.
I mean, it's flat. I mean, you know what, Dawson? It's flat. Go for it, boys. Have a look. Have a little research. Have a little research. There's a few bits in there, and have a little research. Nice one, man.
Dawson, the world's flat, mate. I'm leaving now. Flat.
There's a lot of things I can tell you about. A lot of things that you think you know, and then it turns out you get so that's what this does. It makes you aware that it's really cool.
Yeah, sorry guys, it's very windy here, and you might not hear. Well, let's go and see. Let's see what Ian's doing.
Anyway, the world is flat.
It certainly isn't a globe.
Certainly not good.
So yeah, a couple of chats. What was she like? She was kind of responsive.
You know, didn't like it.
Really?
Wasn't in it.
Very
She
resistant.
does. She's more of a. She said, "Oh, I'm respectful to the environment and I save the work." That's her thing.
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
Well, no, and she said, "Well, I appreciate your opinion, but it's definitely a globe." And I said, "Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say it's a globe, but how do you know?" Well, science. It's just the normal stuff,
the normal stuff,
But she wasn't having it. She was very standoffish
Really?
because trying to explain to her about where the north is and south and how,
Yes.
Didn't want it. She said, "Well, that's your opinion." I said, "No, it's not my opinion, love. It's not, these aren't, I didn't make these up. This is what science tells us. And mathematics tell us that's what the shape of the earth is. You can't see that far. Who's wrong? Someone's lying. So
Yeah.
that's it. But she wasn't very happy, Jason. She was not very happy. She wanted to get away. You could see her. And she said, "Well, I'm being very respectful to you." And I wasn't. She was just triggered, and I was trying to be really nice. It's a funny thing.
Well, yeah.
It's a funny thing, Jason. We know that. You know, we know it's all.
So hi all who's joined us. We're on Isle of Wight, day 3. This is Newport. It's very windy here. We're in a good setup though. There's quite a lot of people, but we need a few people to stop and take notice. Yesterday was a bit a slow start yesterday, but it was quite an eventful day. Don't know if you've seen the scientist who did the dropped his keys. Oh, fantastic that was. Yeah, I keep saying that's what happens when we go live. Is you get to see all the slow times where there's no people about. And the problem is that when you get one person can handle all the crowds really, but hopefully it will pick up a little bit. It's just because it's gotten a bit too windy. Not a lot of people. The sun went away and not a lot of people about now. It was packed earlier on. Hopefully the sun will come back out. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying, all in all, I've had a nice experience with people on the Isle of Wight so far. Everyone's been nice.
Yeah.
Even the guy with the camper, even though he thought we were stealing it.
Oh yeah. Did he tell you
Just
that?
told him.
Yeah. He
really thought we were on.
Covered in livery though, isn't it?
Not yet. No,
okay.
all the stuff hasn't arrived. They've let me down on the banners.
I was going to say, has he got a matching?
Honestly, there's that's right, because he's got roller team right at the front, exactly the same as mine, and you know, and he said he's got a daughter that looks identical to Roxanne.
It was a bit busier earlier on, and now it's
Yeah.
like heated off, and I'm like,
But it was, and I scraped me awning a little bit, but yeah, you know. And you heard about our exhaust falling off.
There's people everywhere.
Yeah, literally got off ferry.
And you know what? I feel like if there's too many of us standing in front of the banner, then
As we
people
go
avoid
forward,
us like the
it was
plague.
facing
So I
forwards
thought
as
I'll
it
back
kind of
off a little
scraping
bit
along,
to
and
the
luckily
crowd,
it didn't
and
bend
then
or anything.
smooth.
Managed to get to
And then
Halford to get a
I'm
clamp,
going,
and
"Where's the crowd?"
that's all it was. £5 later, fixed. To do with lots more problems, just like that. No more, just like that. A wiper go, a bulb go.
What is all of this all about?
Well, that's right. You know, like if we, 2
Buying
weeks,
it.
we can fix
Buying
it.
it.
I'll second Ian does starts chatting to someone, we'll see if we can get in on that one. And you can see him in action. He's absolutely fantastic. He is. We'll see.
It does. When I walk up to the banner and go on like I'm reading it, people think I'm reading it.
Yes.
That works. But when you stand in front of the banner looking this way, it's like you're trying to sell something. So people just kind of circumnavigate around you.
Yeah.
They've got to feel like they're not being approached, if that makes sense, in order for them to interact.
Walking around like zombies at the moment.
Exactly.
Head down.
That's the state of the reality.
That's what I love watching about some of your content as well, though. The way you just left it there, and it's almost got backseat view of
Yeah.
who's really stopping it.
Yeah.
And when people look around and see they're not being watched,
Yeah.
you see them behaving incredibly different than when someone's actually stood there.
So where I go to the beach and
Yeah.
working with tourists. The tourists are in a totally different mindset. So
Yeah.
they're just strolling along.
Running along,
Yeah, they're not sort of like busy trying to get to work. Or trying to get
So anyway, let me thank you all for those who have donated so far, made this possible. This tour nearly didn't happen. I was almost quite sure that after like 6 months in, and not a lot of funding arrived. So I wasn't fully prepared for the Euro Tour because, as I say, I was half-heartedly, or maybe it's not going to happen. And then I reached out to a few people, and then look, you guys all stepped up. Thank you very much. this is happening, and it's all thanks to you guys. It would never have happened without you guys. I really do appreciate that. I've managed to get the van in, so we've managed to get the van, but I'm afraid I've got to carry on paying for this van. And although I would love to just pack in my job tomorrow, I'd love to, I love the job. It's actually one of the best jobs I've ever had, which is a bit of a shame, because I'd still pack in tomorrow. But the van's got to now be paid for. So now it's the Globalist Euro Tour, all sponsored by you guys. So really, yeah, thank you very much, and hopefully them donations will still carry on. It's a long way, and we're only about halfway there really, as in the funds. I'll try and put a little bit more. As I say, I've still got my job. I'll try and put a few more funds in, but we've still got a long way to go. Roxanne's going to be doing quite a lot of the journey, along with allegedly Dave Murphy, and you've got Ranty Flat Earth will be doing a small part of it. Well, I don't know, quite a big part, I think. You've got Adam of Beacon. Yeah. Oh God, who else is there? I'm just trying to think. You've got was it Howard George Stirrup will be joining us in Spain. We're doing the 2 conventions. Please, someone put in the dates for the conventions. So I mean both conventions. We've got the UK convention in Kidderminster, and we've got the Amsterdam convention. Yeah, no. So I'm actually looking forward to the conventions. It'll be my first convention. When I first got into Flat Earth, conventions were kind of like frowned upon, and them lot must be a bunch of shills or something, and I didn't really get what it was all about. But Robin's putting on the UK convention. I'm a big fan of Liftin The Lid, Robin. He's done some amazing stuff for us. And remember, for us, he's done some amazing stuff for us so far. I think people forget. They kind of think that I'm doing it for me, or Roxanne's doing it for her. It's not. We're doing it for us. We're spreading some awareness. Look at this. Lisa's here now, talking to people. It's some sort of calling, a passion, whatever you want to call it. We're out here for us. It's the first steps are always going to have to be social awareness. We have to be able to talk to anybody about this without ridicule, and therefore people can then not be afraid to lose their jobs or be ridiculed within their jobs. Pilots will step forward, and teachers will step forward. Even that triggered scientist yesterday would step forward. This awareness, it has to be foremost above anything else. It's just to bring people to the table of Globalist / Flat Earth. Remember, we're trying to keep away from Flat Earth as much as possible, just to bypass all their censorship. I say I am a bit of a proud Flat Earther, but it doesn't help if you can't have a conversation. But yeah, this is all happening now. It's Milton Keynes, I think it is, tomorrow. So hopefully, I don't think I'll get any of my, it's the weekend, I won't be getting any of my banners, leaflets or anything by then. Oh, so I've got my leaflets, Actually, we've got the leaflets. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, we've got the leaflets, and we've put on Research Globalist. We got rid of the Flat Earth. We've also put on the Dave Weiss's Flat Earth clock. If you haven't downloaded it, you really need to download it. It's a fantastic app. It's just great at explaining a few details, and then it's got the facts page there, and it's links there of so many videos there, and it gets video of the day, kind of gets updated every day, and he's doing an amazing job as Dave Weiss. So yeah, please download that app, support that app, and pass that app on to other people. It certainly gets people talking. Would you like a leaflet there? There you go.
Oh,
that's all right. Oh, would you like a leaflet there? There you go. So handing out leaflets to absolutely everybody, and then we'll hand out the cards for everyone we have a conversation with. There's no point just handing the cards out to everybody. You know, we'd run out of cards in minutes. But we've got enough leaflets to get the conversation started.
Only, it's the biggest thing, and it's the only thing that's possible. And I was like, exactly right. It's like, how
So this is Scott, the Plain Ranger, and Ian. I can never pronounce his name. Leahy. Yeah, we met him in Weymouth, and he did an amazing job on the streets there. Helped us out immensely. So he's been asked to come again today, and he'll do a great job. Have you come across this before? We found out now that the only proof that we ever did have was maybe photographs from space. Photographs, that's our proof.
Yeah.
Okay, but now we found out that them photographs weren't photographs, they were composite images. They're just images. CGI, computer generated images. That's all that is.
Yeah.
And we're finding out, well, hang on, if
I
that's...
presume that them images are created from information,
Well,
but it's genuine.
streams of data,
Streams
high
of
altitude
data.
balloons, or
Yeah.
or maybe YouTube spy, planes or whatever. But it's just data. That's all it is. Streamed together, put on a 3D sphere,
But it's still, the computer makes it up.
and then you have people like this, data visualizers, and then they add, they put it all together. They put layering clouds on and things like that, and we found so many anomalies in it. If I asked you what would be your number one proof that you live on a globe, what do you think it would be? Would it be the photographs, or would you think?
I don't know, it's just been drummed into
It's drummed
me all
in.
my life.
It's a given.
It's a given, yeah.
That's right.
Can't argue that, surely.
I always thought, I've caught you a few times. Are you okay on camera?
Yeah.
I've caught you a few times. Oh, sorry. I kind of thought about it so many times about the globe on what it was that I had for proof, and it was just a given. It was just something I believed in. I never had any proof for it. And then when you ask your teachers, or ask scientists, or ask anyone in an authoritative position, they couldn't prove it either way. They just give you a story with no proof. And I found that fascinating.
Yeah, it is a bit. Yeah.
You know, so basically we go to planes fly to Australia. Okay, so when they ascend, they fly, and then they fly level, and they fly level all the way to Australia, and then they descend. But they're meant to be going round a ball.
Yeah, but that is, our level is actually a curve.
A curve.
Level isn't a straight line, is
But
it?
they
But
never dip their nose on a plane, ever. Not even the autopilot doesn't dip
It does, you wouldn't notice that because it's
so long,
so slight.
so slight. But there has to be a certain amount of degree.
Well, on their instruments would notice it.
That's
Things,
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what happens is they have what's called artificial horizon, which has a gyroscope in there.
Yeah.
And you'll read it in your pamphlet. Walter Lewin, very famous physics teacher, professor. He actually says that gravity has no effect on gyroscopes, but these gyroscopes are in the artificial horizons of planes. So what's meant to happen is that artificial horizon should invert at some point. It has to invert. It's really sensitive, but they don't invert, and they should invert. Now I've tested this as well. I've kind of like, in your phone there's a thing called a MEMS device, and you can put a spirit level on there and you can move it about.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, over it was actually a 12-hour period. I always say 24. It was a 12-hour period. I've actually inverted it, and you can see the bubble change. It inverts. You'd expect it to invert. If I put the bubble here and then just turn it around, it would invert. And yet, so it does at home in my lounge, but it doesn't in a plane. That's very strange. So it'll invert over a 12-hour period. How would my phone know the difference that I'm in a plane or my lounge?
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of the reasons why I don't like the believe word, but know what I know. Yeah, it's one of the reasons. And the very fact that we can see land so far. We're not meant to see all this land. It should be over the curvature. There is a mathematical formula to it. And the maths say that, like, based on it, if I'm in Blackpool, you can see the Isle of Man, and that's 65 miles away. On a good clear day, you can see it. But that's meant to be the whole mountain range should be over the curvature. But you can see it. When you're in Calais to Dover, you can see the White Cliffs of Dover.
Yeah.
You're not meant to. You're meant to see about 50 feet of the top of the tips, but you can see the whole lot, 350, 400 feet worth of all the White Cliffs of Dover.
I never tried to work that out.
No, we don't
really,
because again, we live on a globe, it's a given.
Yeah.
We've never had any proof for it, but we believe it wholeheartedly and just accept it. That's our reality, that's our truth. But when you start analysing and trying to find proof, you'll find that there was never any proof for it.
Yeah.
And
there's always been something in my head about how do they make the map flat? How do they get it?
Move it around
Okay, there is some scientific way of that they've done this.
Yeah.
It was on paper, it's flat.
Yeah.
Whether it's the whole Earth.
Well, they
or
always
just
said
the
that
small
it was
bit.
never the true size, that map anyway.
It's never right, is it? It can't be right. Yeah.
There's a
It doesn't
website
work
that you
out
can go
quite
to
right.
called truesize.com. And you can everything in the north. You can actually grab them countries and bring it down to the equator.
And
and
doesn't have to do that, even if it's just a section. It should be. It's
It
always
doesn't.
squared up and it doesn't
Remember
work out.
that all of the
Never
maps that we've
quite
ever
work.
been given, they're just projections. They have never been the truth. They're just projections. With no proof whatsoever. And it's like we've got 71% of Earth as water.
Yeah.
Okay, so how can water conform right to the whole of a ball?
Because of the gravity.
The gravity.
Yeah.
Well, that was another thing I learned. Okay, biggest thing that shocked me was there was never proof of gravity. It's never been proven by any science whatsoever, ever.
Oh yeah, mate, apple dropped on his tree.
Sir Isaac Newton.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so what I didn't realise is that's been done and dusted a long time ago. We've moved on since then. It's Einstein's relativity now.
No, that's
the
right.
bending
That was
of,
after that,
of
wasn't
time
it?
and space. That's the new gravity.
Yeah.
But they're mathematical concepts. That's all it is, just maths.
Yeah, they knew nothing in them days compared with they knew the sort or anything.
Again, no proof, no scientific method, no proof, no nothing like that. But they're just a mathematical concept to say that this is what gravity should be like, and people agree with it. But there's no proof on that. Just because you say that tree is made of steel,
It's the only explanation we've got. So
That's the only
good
explanation.
enough. It doesn't mean it's right.
that's
There might be
right.
another one
So
that
you're
we
there,
don't know about.
you get that.
Yeah,
Right. So, and that's where I think we've now all bought into theories being proof. Theories aren't proof. Okay, you've got a good story, and I'll accept your good story, or not, or don't accept your good story. But theories are certainly not proof. Just a good story. So yeah, we're challenging it. We're not asking people to you come down here and you must believe and all that. We're asking people. There's a website here. Go and research it. There's even an app there that you can download, which better explains it. And there's some videos and there's some facts there on there. But yeah, there's a website. Yeah, we at school we always believed in this globe. We were given this globe and we said, 5 years of age, that's where you live. And you accepted it until now. How old you are now, you accepted it right now to it, and it was just a given. We just believed it. And only 3 years ago, I started asking questions and demanding proof, and finding out that no one could give me that proof. Which I thought that's pretty odd. That. And lots of people are very resistant to this new way of thinking, this new reality, because. In school, you were taught different types of religions, okay? But you were never taught different types of sciences, physics and that. You were told, this is what you must repeat, this is what you must regurgitate to pass your exam, and then once you pass your exam, then obviously you know this stuff. But you didn't know this stuff. You were able to repeat this stuff.
There's probably quite a lot of stuff that they taught me in school that they won't teach today.
Yeah.
Maybe little things, but there's a lot they do change, don't they? They have over years.
That's right. That's right.
We found out more. Yeah, and well, I forget all that. That was wrong.
What about where was you on the moon landings and that? Where was you? What was your thoughts about that? Did you believe we went to the moon?
Well, yeah.
I think you're a little bit like me because I believe all of this stuff. I had no reason not to.
Yeah, all right. I know there's been a lot of conspiracy people out there that's always been out there, but a lot of conspiracies out there that are just nothing to them, just nutters and stuff.
Yes.
So you do get.
Well, I would have said that about people who believe in us. I would have said, wholeheartedly and say, oh yeah.
But why not?
Yeah, but
do we know?
I was open-minded enough to just check it out a little bit, and then I found, oh my God, these guys are pretty much on the button. It's kind of blew my mind a little bit. Yeah, so I don't, now that after doing all the research, I don't believe in the moon landings now. I don't accept that the Twin Towers that came down was the way it was. It looks and feels so much more like a demolition job. That them towers were brought down. Yeah. I now distrust my government now, and I believe my government.
I do distrust the government more and more.
Yeah, more and more now.
Just life experience,
right. So you got life experience for that.
The more I distrust them.
Yeah. What I say to people is that do you think your government has your best interests?
Not my best interests, no.
That's a crazy idea. People think that.
Nobody does, do they?
But they do. Honestly, that's just madness. But you're quite right. They shouldn't do. Well, now you've heard about it, so I hope that you go and research it a little bit.
Yeah.
At least talk about it with other people and try and, because what we're trying to do is it's just raise a bit of awareness about it. There is people like yourself that haven't come across it yet. We feel as though there's millions of people like myself that don't believe in a globe Earth. There's millions now, which is quite surprising. This day and age, I still kick myself to think, my God, how could people in this day and age believe that the Earth is flat? It just seems silly.
We're brainwashed.
We're programmed.
Yeah.
Brainwashed.
Yeah.
Tele-lie vision with programming.
Yeah, well, that's it. We're all glued to that, and if we're not on that, we're on a phone, we believe whatever we see, whatever you read. You can't believe everything, can you?
No, that's right. Yeah, that took me a long time in my life to realise any of that. Because I was just working 7 days a week, come about, and then just watching TV every night. Yeah, I was quite happy in me little.
That's what everyone to do, because they just reap in your tax, and you don't cost them nothing. You're staying at home, causing no trouble.
Yeah.
I don't want you to go out and protest.
Well, I mean, what was it? They call that the American dream sort of thing. But I was doing that was my American dream. Just going to work, working hard, paying my taxes, and doing as many holidays as I could. And there's more to life than that.
Definitely, yeah.
Ever analysed any of the shadows?
And what age was you when you started doing that?
I suppose I don't know when that started. I think it's always been there. I've always questioned things. But I don't know. I'm not a very intelligent person, but life's experience, and I know what I know. I didn't learn that much at school.
You probably are. I keep telling people, lots of people confuse education and intelligence.
Yes.
That bugs the hell out of me because
I don't like the way they measure their intelligence. No.
With education, no, that's silly. That is.
I was rubbish at school, but then I was a good mechanic. Never been to college at all.
There you go. And you can have educated people that probably don't even know what a spanner looks like.
That's right. Couldn't take a spark plug out or nothing.
No. I really couldn't even think solutions on how to actually do something like that.
Quite practical.
I find education nothing more than repeating and regurgitating.
Logical things I can figure out. other stuff. Well,
There you go.
The English language isn't very logical, so I wasn't very good at that.
I honestly
held me
believe
back.
that we've all got the same brain and we're
Yeah.
all as intelligent as each other. That's it. You know, like it's how much that you've put in there. You know, like and some people are more. Okay.
It could be an individuality, isn't there? Some people have got to be better at other things because we're all individuals.
I think it's just the
but-
time they put into something.
Yeah.
If you put more time into being a mechanic, then you know
Yeah.
you're more
That's
intelligent and educated at being a mechanic.
Yeah.
That's all it is. We've got the
Yeah.
same brains.
Yeah. The same ability, yeah.
It's just that because I've got lack of education, I actually do believe I'm more intelligent.
Yeah.
I do. I've got plenty of life skills that they haven't got.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a few years back, early 80s, I was doing lawnmowers at the time, delivered a lawnmower back, and to a real posh place, and she asked me if I could put a plug on a kettle or whatever.
Yeah.
And my husband's brain surgeon can't do nothing.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
And I just, wow,
Yeah.
you know, mind you.
The thing is, I found now,
Well,
you
that
go
just-
to a doctor these days, and you watch him when he goes on his computer and all that. He'll pull out Google.
Yeah, they'll just Google everything, yeah. Yeah, well, that's what they all do. They just Google
They
everything.
can't
Yeah.
remember anything now because
No.
people get lazy, don't they? You know, like it's. I think it's like on my phone navigation and that. You know, like I can't remember roads now. You know, like because my phone tells me where to go. We all get lazy. It's the same with doctors. They
Yeah.
get lazy now. They don't need to remember stuff. The computer just says,
Yeah.
you know. You live in Isle of Wight, or?
Yeah, just up the road, yeah.
Yeah, I do. It's my second time to the Isle of Wight. We did quite a lot of filming in Ryde, so we're doing a long trip around the UK, and eventually it'll go to over 39 countries. Eventually, you know, not me myself. You know, there's a bunch of people that will be getting involved. You know. Oh, there you go. So Scott's from the Isle of Wight. You might have seen his face around, maybe. It's not that big, Isle of Wight.
No, but I still don't know everyone.
No, of course not. I know. Yeah. It's funny that because was it one or two Americans, you know, like they say, "Oh, you're English. Oh, have you ever met the Queen?" Yeah, we kind of have tea and.
Oh, that's Crocodile Dundee when he went to New York. You know Leroy.
That's right. Yeah. There you go. Right, so there you go. I'll leave you alone.
thank you,
It's nice
yeah.
talking to you.
Thank
Thank you. Bye bye. Yeah, I'll move on. I want to hear a few more conversations. Yeah, fairly enlightened chap. Who do we go to? Say one for Lee or two for Scott. Which conversation do you want to hear on?
You can explain to me how water is always level and finds its own level. It's not curved. Ever, there's no observable features that's in control ever, apart from the globe.
So I take it that's one for no, not society. No.
I don't need to do this. See this? That's good enough for me.
And then you'll believe.
I've got two eyes. I use my eyes. You should
Go
try
into
it.
space. When Virgin gets his space,
If
go
you
go
pay
into
for me,
space.
I'll do it, my friend, honestly.
No, mate.
Why
I
don't you listen,
don't
my
need to pay for it.
Listen, take a leaf.
No.
Try, do
I'll be
something
arsed.
different to yourself.
No, because you're totally wrong.
It's a shame because I can prove it via that and you can't.
That doesn't prove it, maybe, really.
So what do you constitute? What proves a globe for you?
I personally don't need to prove it to you.
Okay. But you just believe it anyway.
Because I've flown
Brilliant.
all over
So
the
have I.
world.
Yeah, we all have.
Okay. And you see, when you go up in the sky, right, you can see further. than
That's
if
it's
you're
called
on the
angular
ground.
resolution. That's correct. Yes.
All right. That's because the Earth is curved.
Listen. Good luck to you.
They're absolute. They believe it, and that's what's so amazing.
No, we can prove it. Excuse me. We can prove
believe
it. You can't prove it.
You can't prove it.
Hey, go and get a telescope and have a look out to sea.
Go
That's not proof.
No, it's not proof.
Observable observation
No,
that you
it's
can
not
do
proof.
yourself is not proof.
Nice talk.
That's a special kind of.
on,
That's a
yeah,
special
good
kind of
on ya.
nonsense.
Good
I'm
on ya.
interested. I don't necessarily believe it.
Don't believe it.
But
Have
I
a look.
like
See what you think.
where you come from. Where
I just get, all I say is just question.
Have a look, my love.
Question.
question's good.
That's it.
but
That's
I
what you
don't
got to do.
believe.
That's fine, my
All the
darling.
best to you.
You have a good day.
Thank you.
Oh, it held on my thing. I got strangled a globe. It's a globe. You can see it's a globe. No, prove it to me.
But you know what? Talking to the lady, she's got a relative that's a flat earther, and they've been struggling, and they've obviously had the conversation and beaten it around the bush and dismissed it. Yeah. So it was.
The guy is proper. He said he works in radar, over the horizon radar. I said, explain that to me. Oh, that was a waste of time. It's incredible. And listen, this is what it's like. This is what it's like for us.
So intimidating, man. This does look intimidating, though. When I'm looking at you guys from a distance, as soon as there's a couple of you just kind of mulling around, I can see certain people.
I'm going down a pub.
Yeah, move away from that. Yeah, we're all moving away. Hey, what are you doing? You're not meant to talk.
I couldn't help it. I wouldn't have him there. It's a joke business. It's just like, what's the joke? Sorry, mate.
Yeah. Well done. Because you know it feels right when you get out there and you start talking to people, don't you? That's a nice conversation. But she's still at it. She's fantastic.
Are you manning?
I have to call it quits.
No, that's okay.
Families that we're still tracking down yesterday.
You just got to say hello. That's all I need you to do.
You alright, buddy? All right. How you doing? Steroid dude.
Oh, right. Yeah, indeed.
Read a reading.
We're good.
I've got an umbrella. I came prepared.
Yeah, I've got some great nights, sir.
I don't think we're going to be good today.
Oh, it's a shame. I should have got in on that conversation a bit sooner. You know, like I did say, like to them, I said, "Who do you want to go to?" I said, "Oh, which one?" You know, like.
Oh, bless him.
I think everyone chose Liz because it looked as though he was having a triggered conversation.
Yeah, that was sort of cool because it allowed her to. She had questions to ask, and he was just stumping her questions.
Yes.
So it was.
And that's the problem, isn't it? Because he wants to speak for her. You know, like, and yes, no, not allowed to think for yourself.
Whatever you do, don't think for yourself.
No, we know this all too well. Are you much work on still? Are you still doing stuff?
Yeah, I am, but it's been slow because I've been dedicated to my mate. So.
Yeah, you said.
I've got to get back to it. I've got a half extended house.
You still need probably a week to get yourself together, probably.
Stuck in, yeah. But I will have full time. So many hours after the hospital. Get this new pop out. See what I can do.
We're still going to arrange some sort of line of sight from
definitely.
We've thought about that in the past.
I think it's Chang that's in Bournemouth, and he's often looking with his camera, looking at the needles and stuff.
Nice.
So, I thought I could get
What's
down
the distance to
there.
that? What's that?
Chang? Is it Chang? Yeah, he does a few observations and bits, but he can get his P900 out and he looks at the Isle of Wight. You know what I mean? It's often sort of showing that. Yeah. So I thought about getting together with him.
Yeah, because
I put my prop up.
Right.
That's sort of like, remember I took you for a walk and we were on the hillocks and stuff.
Yeah.
We're fairly near there.
Yeah.
On a clear day, you've got the Needles and you see down to Bournemouth and well beyond.
Yeah.
Well, with the new prop, the V shape of it, and you line it up and you can get, it's the 20 miles to Bournemouth. It's easily seen.
Yeah.
It's a fraction of the actual prop.
Yeah.
Oh, after you. No.
No, you carry in, you come in. Of course you can. Of course you can.
No,
I do apologise for interrupting. Sorry.
No, you're not interrupting. Okay. But
so you've got, it's using up about 1 metre of the 3 metres, and obviously it goes, so it's perspective, but it shows perspective, and it shows, the depth of field, so you can easily see 60 to 100 miles. All depending on the clearness of the day.
Yeah, there's a place in Babacan in Torquay, and they've got one of them plinths that you it shows you Exmouth is over there, and then Budley Salton is over there, and then it says that Portland is over there. And it says basically on a good clear day you can see it from here. Wow. You know, like this is interesting.
There's quite a few of them here on the island as well.
We actually have an awning on the camper where you can hang
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I think it's just a quick shower. Yeah, we've started getting. Oh, he's having a go. Look at this. So Lee's having another go here. I've got 2 coats here. So excuse me, I'm just going to put my phone in my pocket for a second. And we're back. Just having a little shower at the moment. Okay. Yeah, it's just a light shower. I don't think anything too serious. Good chat with people in the sat down.
The guy at the table, yeah, he was asking lots of questions.
Yeah, really good. Good. Right.
Yeah, we're fine. I've been streaming for about an hour and I'm just showing Ian putting moves on the ladies over there. I said to Scott, just as well they've got a seat, they can be there for a while.
Yeah.
Ian's got a few things to tell him.
Yes.
Do you want one of our books? No, but I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll give you a chapter out of ours.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so I've already put that clamp on the exhaust and that went really quick, really easy.
Nice.
Yeah. That's,
Finding a new exhaust system made it that easy on the Isle of Wight, you know.
I was
Bank holiday weekend.
But when it happened at about 11:30, 12 o'clock last night, just off the ferry, pitch black, and like I thought we can't go forward, you know, because it's facing forwards. So it's such a heart attack, and weirdly enough, it just slotted right back in.
Just jiggled out, lost the clamp a while back and then just jiggled out.
No, the clamp was still there, but it was it had broken and rusted, and it had a lot of play in it. So yeah, no, it's all done. Happy days. Arrived, new stickers for all the fans, you know, like that hasn't arrived. Even like a t-shirt, I bought a new t-shirt for, you know, like to come out, that hasn't arrived. Just we seem to be hit with so many delays with printing, you know. And you kind of think that they're doing it on purpose.
I was trying to think, you know what I mean? There shouldn't be any reason for that.
Too late, you're on. Scott's going to make a move.
Good to see you.
All right then, buddy.
All the best, Jason.
Yeah, I'll come back and see you soon again.
Yeah, I will.
All right then, buddy.
Come and find you. Best of luck with it all.
Yeah, so find his channel, Plane Ranger, and he's got some amazing interactions, you know, like, so the Plane Ranger, Scott, sorry, it's just called the Plane Ranger, but that's Scott, and he's going to be doing a new setup soon, and yeah, find that and please subscribe. Yeah, that's what happens when the rain comes. It's kind of kills the foot traffic. Yeah, so Robin's putting the link there for the Globalist convention, the Flat Earth convention, the Globalist convention. Yeah, please get your tickets. Come and meet everybody. Make yourself known. As I say, we're all in this together. Would you like to look at that? There you go. We're all in this together. Come and support us, because we're supporting you guys. You know, like this is all it's for all of us, and we'll all benefit from it. As I say, I mean, like sometimes I might not get it completely right what I'm saying to people, and to be honest, I really don't care. My goal is to get people to the table, and for them to do their own research. I feel as though that I'm happy that I'm not going to convince anyone in 5 minutes, so I'm really not too bothered in trying. I just want a few facts there to make them want to question, and let's bring them to the table, and hopefully there's better people than me and more articulate people than me that can drive this point home, that we don't live on a ball. Best I can do is just hand out a few leaflets when it's raining like this.
I don't want to chat, but I will take a leaflet.
Oh, that's great. Come back for a chat later. Said man, look, there really is no proof that you live on a globe. That's the problem with it all. There's overwhelming amount of evidence that Earth is at least observably flat. Overwhelmingly amount. But as far as I'm concerned, the evidence for living on a globe, it stinks. It really does. There's not enough evidence. No proof whatsoever. Just wild stories.
Somewhere here. You know what, I really don't know. And Scott's just gone.
Yeah, Isle of Man, yeah, but...
Maybe Isle of Man, do you know of it, anyone?
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's interesting. Yeah, because you can normally see that from a distance, can't you? But they've got a really good lighthouse that you're meant to see from miles or
Jason's
miles away.
link,
Yeah, so again, for anyone else who's joined us, we've got the Kidderminster Convention. Robin's putting the links there in the chat. You've also got the Amsterdam Convention, and then this Globalist. I haven't really reached out to a lot of newspapers yet, but that'll happen in the next couple of days. I've had a big battle to overcome to try and get this going first. So now I'll have a little bit of time on my hands in the evenings. I'll start firing these emails out to all the newspapers and start creating a bit of awareness. And don't forget, you guys can do this as well. Go on to our globalist.co.uk website, find out where we're going to be. Go and tell some newspapers, some radio stations, TV stations. Tell them where we're going to be. Tell them what we're doing. yeah, that can be your small part, as far as I'm concerned, a massive part really. And then don't forget to support. We haven't got enough funds to get us around Europe yet. So every day, you know, like it's nice to see another donation, you know, like from someone every day, you know, like, and then hopefully by the time we get to, I'm hoping by the time we get to Amsterdam, I know that there's enough funds that is going to send everyone round the rest of the 39 countries. Let's keep it all on target and make this happen. Let's drive this one home.
Click, because you're on pause. Look at your screen.
Again, I'm not yeah, I've only got a little charge left. Have you got a spare battery or?
I can charge it for you. No, I haven't. No,
You
I've got
haven't?
to charge it.
No problem, that's okay. Right, so I'm afraid, although I'm going to be here for another few hours, but my my charge and my battery and all that is coming to an end. Sorry guys. Yeah, we're going to stick around here for a fair few hours. Hopefully Roxanne, have you still got charge on your phone? You've gone as well?
Yeah, I've got a charge. It won't even charge while I'm streaming.
Damn.
Yeah, you can stay streaming if you want, darling.
Say what? Yeah, but you're yeah, but
If you want some just now, you can have some.
No.
Look, he's like not helping. It's windy. He switched. I had my shades on and my t-shirt and everything. I thought I was going to catch a tan, and then harp happened. They knew we were putting the banners up, and they went.
The Isle of Wight this morning was wow. You couldn't see a blue sky. It was chemtrailed everywhere.
It was bad. But last night, oh, all them stars.
Yes.
Me and Lisa were like that.
It just shows you that there is something obviously going on. Last night we were.
Phone's on charge in the bag, just in case everyone thinks I'm skiving. Charging.
Last night we were stargazing last night. It was the most amazing sky, and Roxanne said, "Oh, come out, come and have a look at this, looking at the stars." And she says, "Was it? You probably get to see this all the time in Devon, you know, like less light polluted." And I said, "Oh yeah, of course, yeah, I see the stars all." No, I don't see the stars all the time. Honestly, when I went out last night, it was what a picture.
It was awe-inspiring.
It was awe-inspiring. It was just amazing. Wow.
So many stars.
So there couldn't have been like chemtrails last night.
No, that's what it started.
It was so clear, and then we wake up this morning, and then it was just laced.
I'm gonna go shush it.
Yes. Okay. And if you don't know what that means that that's a number one. It always sounds to me like a number two. Catch a few people, you know, a few leaflets and that. Would you like a leaflet there? No? That's okay. Would you like one?
No, thank you.
No, you're okay? Oh, is it because you're on camera? Sorry, I didn't mean to get you on camera. Yeah, some people don't like to be on camera. To be honest, I'd rather not to be on camera. Again, there's much better looking people that can be doing this than me, and more articulate. I'm the last person that should be doing this. I would rather stay at home and watch other people doing it. Honestly, I would. But this has to happen. Someone needs to be out there doing this. And I hope everywhere that we go, someone will come along and give us a hand. I'm hoping like next year, someone else will pick up the gauntlet and carry on with this. I can't be doing this forever. It's just, you know, I've got my own life to be getting on with. I'd still like to keep a wife and family. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm running out of battery, so I'll just keep going until it stops. So unfortunately, it will come to the end in about 10 minutes, I would imagine. But you're not missing much because it's pretty dead here. We're waiting for the rain to stop and then the people will come out again. I'm just seeing him trying to sit down, and he needs a hip replacement. He looked in agony, but he's still got a leaflet. Yeah, there's not many people stopping, but they're definitely getting a leaflet anyway. Conversation.
You ever been in an Yeah. Well, I rode up on my bike then. But you know what?
No, thank you. Okay.
I can't believe that.
So Ian over there is having a great conversation, and then you've got Lisa's just finished with her conversation. And this was the busiest place that we could find, so it's just gone a little bit quiet because of the rain. So sleeping on the beach tonight. Going to be. We found a great spot on the beach. Looking forward to that. And then early start tomorrow. Making our way to Milton Keynes tomorrow. So if anyone can be down there to join us. We normally head for the busiest place, like the High Street, or it's normally High Street, Market Street, 4 Street. You know, wherever the busiest place is. This is St James's Square, but it's off of the High Street. So we always kind of look for the busiest place. And then what we are always looking for is there's something to tie to. As you can see, it's really windy here today. And that banner is not moving. Yeah, we've done well today. Yeah, ideally this would be the best time to do the tour, would be right in the middle of the start of the summer. So halfway in July would be ideally the best time. But I'm afraid I couldn't get time off and other people had commitments, and so it seemed like that this was the only time that we could start. Which is a shame because the better weather would have been much better to start. There you go. Lisa's having another chat. I don't think they're having it though. There you go, someone from the shop just come out for a leaflet. See, people are interested. double, whatever you want to do, get rid of them. Got no time for them. I'm just not interested in trolls. Yeah, get rid of them. I forget his name. I think it's Owen Benjamin, isn't it? You know, like where he just bans everybody, and I love that. I find that fantastic because if I don't like, and I like the way Jeranism says it, Jeran. If you don't like a channel, don't go on it. If you don't like what they got to say, why go on it? I absolutely think that these are, they think that we might be crazy, but these are the fools. Why would you want to go on somebody else's channel of something that you don't like? How stupid can one be? Yeah, that's right, critical conception. Banned for life, you're banned. She's at the coffee again. Where have you been?
I went for a sushi. Really? But there was a queue. There was a queue. Yes. I asked them to put hot water in it. I think they think it's a bit cheap for us. They looked at it, when it went cold, I was busy. What to do? But it went cold, I was talking, so I didn't get to drink it all, but a bit of hot water and it's not like tea.
Yeah. Come back if you've got any questions. You what? Busy? No, the rain stopped now, but people haven't come out to play yet.
No. I mean, got to say people might come out a little bit later.
Yeah.
You know there's people standing in the doorway of Top Shop talking about them?
Yeah, is it?
That's what they're doing, they're standing there.
So there's people in the shop over there, that's Top Shop, and I don't know if you can see over my shoulder, like they're talking about us, apparently, but it was what was happening yesterday as well. We were in Bridgewater, and there was a shop, like, it was
These might be people that wanted to come out to the Globalist but want to stay anonymous.
There you go,
On camera.
that's what it is.
Yeah?
That's exactly what it is.
Because at the Really Woke meetup, Dolly was pretty much paying attention to things that I wasn't noticing, but Dolly was like, you know what, there was a good few people that were sat on the peripheral that were really, really paying attention to what we were saying and doing, but they just might not be at the point where they want to come up and go, hi, but they just want to see it's a self-evident truth that this does go on the way it comes on camera. And it only dawned on me today when I was saying that, and I was like, crikey, what if that's an anonymous waiting until we come off camera and we've just blown it for him? Right, that's it, you're sacked. P45, mate. Keys.
Yeah.
Hand them over.
Yeah, checks in the post.
We are trying to bear that in mind. Sometimes we are a bit paranoid and we think, look, everyone's trolling us. But actually, sometimes the people that are offered, and so we are making a note of thinking, to give allowances to people that are anonymous, because that does, if you're going to be standing there like that. But to us, that looks like someone that's going, how am I going to troll them? Does that make sense? So we are trying to find a way to differentiate between weird behaviour and people that we've asked to come out that aren't necessarily up for coming on camera and coming up and doing activism or even interacting with us. They might just want to see us from afar.
Yes. Yeah.
So it'd be worthwhile pointing out. Now I'm going to have a look at how much my phone's charged by.
Okay.
We've got 39% charged.
That's not too bad.
That's not too bad, but it's
So-
not good enough to go live. Sorry.
I was going to say, when my phone dies in the next sort of 5-10 minutes, well, sorry, about 7%. So I just said, well, when my phone dies, I mean, like, get yourself over to Roxanne, the Globalist Denier's channel.
Yeah.
You might be able to. She might have enough charge for another, maybe for another half hour or so.
No need for us to.
Yeah, Lisa's important. Everybody needs a Lisa on the tour. She's fantastic. She's always there with the leaflets, and she gives a good talk as well. Did you get a cup from in there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Have you spoken to them about it?
I handed him a leaflet, and then another guy came
Yeah, I've
out,
seen
and
that.
he asked for another one.
Well done. Well done. Hey guys, did you get a chance to read your leaflet? Did you have a look?
Yeah, I'm going to take it home, have a look tonight.
Excellent. There's a great website on there, and we're not asking anyone to sign up for anything. Just, there's a great website on there. Might be interesting.
Thank you.
There you go. She took a leaflet. She's going to have a look tonight. She's working.
You went out of earshot. Oh, right. But I'm not wasting my battery.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I didn't really realise we come here to the Isle of Wight last year, and we didn't really come into Newport, so I didn't have a look round. But it's actually an amazing place to come. It's fantastic, countryside, beaches all around, a great town, Newport. I don't know if it's a city or town, but yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's a city if it's got a cathedral, but there is a big church here, so it doesn't look like a cathedral. Probably just a town. They've even got like a 24-hour supermarket, and they've got electric and Wi-Fi. It's a fantastic place to live. It's a fantastic place to come on a holiday. Yeah, I'd like to come here again. And we're actually parked in the middle of nowhere, and we've got. Oh, sorry, just seen something on the floor. We're parked in the middle of nowhere, and we found a hotspot in the middle of nowhere. So, which is kind of strange, and we couldn't figure out where it was coming from. But we got really good internet, so fantastic. Yeah, we're going to stay here for quite some time. We've got no reason to go. I mean, we're going to probably stay here quite late, but yeah, well, we can do. There is a.
We can put that up beside the camper parked up on the road.
I think it's Venator. Yeah, Venator.
Up there, then at least we can use the awning and keep onto the awning with the rain.
Possibly. No, you can't use the awning because I left all the poles at home because I wasn't going to use them. Because I was going to take the awning off because of the stickers would.
Yes, that makes sense now.
She's dying to get this awning out. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, maybe.
No, I'm saying after we finished everything, because
Right.
it doesn't get late. It does dark nights.
No,
until
no,
like
that's
9
right.
o'clock, so we
Yeah,
could still we could use the banners as an ice. Because we missed that feeling yesterday. When we pulled into that supermarket,
Yeah.
I missed the feeling of sitting in a red pill.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, when we park up tonight until we go to sleep,
Yeah.
while it's still visible, let's get
hang
one
the
of
banners
each
off it.
on each side if we're visible both sides.
Oh,
But if
yeah.
we park down at the coast,
Yeah.
then we're gonna get passing trade.
We have to do that.
Can't not. It
Yeah,
would be a
yeah,
wasted of. Obviously, last night we were somewhere where no one could see us anyway. But
Yes.
if we go somewhere tonight that's a little bit like that guy said, he said one night you'll get away with it.
Yeah.
He said they won't have it every night.
Yeah.
You just go to that shop there. I'll get a little fishing hook. Look, right there, little fishing hook.
Oh yes. Yeah, we found a top tip. We were told that you can park on the
Police
beach.
officers, shut your ears off now.